My name is Ryan Gottfredson. I'm the Wall Street Journal and USA Today best-selling author of the books Success Mindsets, The Elevated Leader, and my new book, Becoming Better.
To me, leadership is not about a position. Leadership is about one's ability to positively influence within our spheres of influence.
So what I'm going to suggest to you and what I've learned helping leaders to develop, even trying to work on my own development, is that most people know how to become incrementally better. We've grown throughout our lives, but what I've also learned is that few people know how to become transformationally better. And my purpose here today is to help you better understand how you or your leaders or employees can become transformationally better.
Leadership development is not as effective as we need it to be because we primarily focus on horizontal development, which doesn't address the root of most leadership issues.
What about for yourself? If you could choose to do better or be better, what would you choose? This continuum from being more self-protective, I want to protect myself in the moment right now, to being more future ready. Do you know your level of self-protective wiring? What we have talked about is not about doing better. That's the outcome of becoming better. And so I hope you see this as another invitation for you to become better.
It is about my environment. It's because I've had self-protective mindsets that have held me back from having the impact that I want to have. In fact, if you read my book, Success Mindsets, you'll learn how I think my mindsets got me fired when I worked at Gallup, which led me on this journey. We've also talked about how there's two different types of development. We could focus on the doing path or we could focus on the being path. And I've introduced this being path. Now, there's a variety of different ways we can improve along this being path. What I've just found is that focusing on our mindsets may be the most effective way of doing that. And so it's invited us to deepen our self-awareness and to upgrade how we make meaning of our world.
Because the more that we can get ourselves to shift to develop these more future-ready mindsets, the more value we are going to create. The more we hold on to these self-protective mindsets, the more quickly we will become irrelevant.
So if we want to take this being path, there's two aspects that we need to understand about this. And so when we awaken to our mindsets, we give ourselves the opportunity to elevate everything about ourselves and in every situation that we encounter.
What causes people to see the same thing but make meaning of it differently? Well, that's our mindsets, the mental lenses that we wear that shape how we view the world around us. And we all have mindsets.
Are foundational to everything that we do because how we see our world shapes how we think, how we learn, and how we behave. And therefore our success in our life, our work, and our leadership. In fact, I have a mindset assessment, and I'll invite you to take this here in a little bit. I've had over 50,000 people take this mindset assessment, and we look at 4 different sets of mindsets. And what I found is only 2.5% are in the top quartile for all 4 sets of mindsets.
If we want our employees to be more value creators and less self-protective, what we have to do as a leader is we have to create an environment that allows our people to feel safe. I hope you now more clearly see that if you want to elevate in your effectiveness as a leader, or if you want to help other leaders elevate in their effectiveness, you've got to change your focus from horizontal development to vertical development.
I'm Ryan Gottfredson, and I would love to help your leaders shift to a higher operating gear so that they can more effectively navigate complexity with greater clarity, capacity, and impact.